Why is sound not back? Oh, there's sound back. Yay! Took a second. Thanks, Will. How is it it's always you that shows up the second I go live the days that my sound is busted? Like, do you have Wavelink and you know that they've pulled some shit and it's gonna go sideways on me? Like, are you the hacker? I hereby dub you William the Hacker Man. Hacker Man. You even get a theme song. You just got my back, huh? You just got my back. I tell you, man, it's a little sus. You always know. It's a little sus. I ain't complaining. It's a little sus. What's the George of the Jungle? George just lucky, I guess. It's a sixth sense. I can smell it. Snowy's gonna fuck up tonight. I need to be there. Summon your additional bullshit. Get all this out of the way. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. See, that right there is a qualifier to that. That makes me sus. All over again. I am more sus. Oh god, those explosions. It's so spicy. Get fucked. That may have been intentional. Listen. We don't deal with intent around here. Yeah, goodbye. Whoop. Die in a fire. That was too far away. Nothing died. There we go. Something died. We're good. Whoop. Interest, yes. A sense of time around all of the other shit I want to do right now, less so. Pilsch got me a copy of Terraria and has been encouraging me to play that, and we've been having fun. And then I have some let's call it PTSD from community server Valheim. Mistlands. Oh, maybe. I may give it the old college try. Part of it is the group that I'm kind of doing shit with right now is not big on survival games. That's not really their forte. Yeah. So you know why I'm like, I feel like if I play Valheim, it's gonna be a server just for me, and I'll just do it at my pace. All of that having been said, kind of what I was saying is the crew that we're kind of running with right now for this stream is not big into survival games. Like, they have kind of a passing interest in, like, you know, something like Ark 2 I could see us streaming. But right now, we're all kind of in gear up for King's Fall re-release, which is going to be very exciting for the Destiny community, and by extension, the world. However, I do still have a very fond place in my soul for Valheim. Right, but then so if I join late, like let's say, because I'm not gonna want to join until probably after Solstice is done for sure. I got shit I want to do for like getting people run through Grandmasters in the clan and all of that deliciousness. So if I join late, then that means that either you leave me behind or you hold everyone back waiting for me to catch up. And I'm simultaneously annoying to do that with because I don't like handouts. I don't like getting handed a bunch of like end-tier armor and weapons and be like, hey, you don't get to do all of the fun early game stuff that you like so much. Come and help us fight this final boss. It's just not me. Not my speed. So instead, I will regretfully probably decline. And I want to stress regretfully. And encourage you to come back for Kingsfall and for Darktide, which I am very excited about. We've got a lot of people very much looking forward to that one too. And we'll be... I know, right? People still play Destiny 2, imagine. Or Destiny 1, I should say. But they're bringing Kingsfall to Destiny 2, is what... That's kind of what the rumor mill is convinced of, and we'll be finding out probably on August 23rd, but it's a pretty safe bet at this point based on their releasing cadence that we're looking at a updated and re-released D1 raid, and Kingsfall makes the most sense. So... yeah, big excited for that. And then, yeah, like I said, Darktide we're getting into pretty heavy when that comes out. A few of us have intent to play Skull and Bones when that comes out, which I'm pretty excited about. And what else? There was something else that's coming that I'm excited for. I can't remember it, so it's probably something in the distant future that I'm looking forward to. But either way, come September, I've got a pretty busy fucking schedule. Dublin! Oh, I was so distracted by the comment, I didn't even realize that was you, bud. How you doing? And yes, so to better address your question, not only do people still play Destiny, Destiny's fucking popping. All the subclass reworks they've been doing, this shit's fun. Excuse me, sir? Go fuck yourself. A different spin on my concerns. Honestly, been better, but doing all right. I am good. I am very much enjoying some Bungie pew-pews. I am thrilled that I have two whole unique separate people chatting in my stream. Like, what the shit? This is a great day for Canada and therefore the world. Where's the day? Where is the exit? Fuck. I don't think you can just walk out of this one. Annoying. But yes, I have been thoroughly... yeah, some other time would be good. Not the kind of thing we get into on stream. Speaking of... I have an international audience. Well, I mean, still a great day for Canada and therefore the world. Where the fuck is this public event? Oh, it's the one out there. Micro Mini. Tiny little bike speeder. Look at how cute it is. I gotta shader that. Oop. Okay, what do we like? Nope. Where's Precursor Vex? Big day for Canada. Oh yeah, white and gold. It's definitely a Scooty Puff Jr. Dublin, I don't know if you remember from when you played, but I definitely don't think that you've probably seen this unless you've been keeping track. They've reworked how most of the subclasses work. So we're getting ready for Arc 3.0 is the next one, which is going to be pretty cool. Solar is fucking awesome. Void was super duper fun. They've done a really good goddamn. When I said you what? Come back what? What? I don't. Context William, my memory lasts 8 seconds. I make goldfish look like elephants. Oh god, get the fuck off. Where's the little scanner bot bitches? Is this bugged? Oh, King's Fall. Yeah, no, I don't know that. Okay, I don't remember exactly what I said, but the general context is they're bringing it back. Good for you, day one. Proud of you. Good job on coming out. It's you know, it's a tough thing to do, especially anonymously on the internet. King's Fall coming back is going to be delightful. It is going to be wonderful. So King's Fall it was good in D1, and it's going to be excellent in D2, I think. Especially if Vault of Glass was any indication, because Vault of Glass was mucho excelente. Destiny 1 raid. They're reissuing it in Destiny 2. Which they've done with Vault of Glass already, and they did a really good job with the VOG re-release. Modernized some of the mechanics so it actually feels like a modern raid. But yeah, as soon as they re-released VOG, King's Fall was the one that everybody was like, next please! It should be pretty goddamn good. And we're hoping for the Destiny 1 King's Fall weapons to come back as well. Because that will be just spicy as shit. Get that shit off my screen so I can see my progress. Nyom. Beep beep. No, I didn't want to jump off. Okay, what are we at? 33%. So we get like 11% for each of these. Yep. Yeah, Hunter main. I was a Titan main right up until Hunter Solar came out, and then the Solar rework for Hunter was just, it was so good that I decided that I would main Hunter for this season and see what I thought. But between how much fun I'm having with Hunter Solar, and I've actually had a lot of fun with Hunter Void, and the hope that Hunter Arc rework is going to be equally spicy. Those sparrows seem to have the same issue as Star Citizens. It kind of, but they don't glitch into the planet and kill you when it happens. So they do have those advantages. But yeah, with the Arc 3.0 reworks coming out, it should be pretty damn good. And if I don't like it, I'll go back to playing my Titan, but I doubt that. Mostly because I enjoy doing that way too much. Main Titan, hammer. Through hammers. Yeah, see, you would really like the new hammer throw because they made it fucking spicy. That's a Solar Titan. And Solar Titans are absolutely dominant nowadays because throwing hammers are so good. I mean, the spinny Yeetus McBeatus hammer is pretty good. The Whack-A-Mole super is pretty good. But because your melee is no longer tied to what your super is, you don't get locked into stupid fucking melees anymore. So you can have the throwing hammer super and the throwing hammer melee if you want. Or you can have the Yeetus McWhack-A-Mole hammer and you can have the shoulder charge or the throwing hammer. Whatever you want. You're not restricted by what they've decided your 4 little boxes should be. You have choices. And then you've got fragments that you can customize the subclass further from there. They added a new exotic that makes Solar Titans basically unkillable. It's just like the subclass reworks have been incredibly good for this game. Oh yeah, I saw they reworked Gravliv. Honestly, I keep meaning to update my Star Citizen and get in and play with my Scorpius one of these days, but I gotta get Pilch to do it at the same time because he's the one that's around during the day when I'm on, and he wants to gunner in the rear turret on the Scorpius. Like, after I got it, I got on for a bit and just like checked it out. Oh my god. Fuck you, Servitor. You, sir. Go away. Come on, recharge. Thank you. Why aren't you tracking properly, man? Oh, that works. Yeah, I saw pictures of somebody had like 114 people on an 890 or something. Remember dropping a dome and shoulder charging / punching the crap out of things. Called it my mosh pit. Yeah, see, that's Void Titan. And again, that is so much better. There's actually a shenanigan build for Void Titan right now that 2-shots bosses in dungeons. It is a truly disgusting amount of damage. Yeah, it's called the Ward of Light, is that super. But yeah, because they changed because it used to be just a weird fucking punch that gave you an overshield. And so they gave you a Captain America shoulder charge where you charge behind a void Captain America shield. And there's a build with that now because there's now a way to make it so that when you pop your barricade, your wall, it gives you an overshield that sticks around. While you have an overshield, you get a damage boost, and then you put an exotic on called Wormgod Caress, I think, that makes it so that unpowered melees charge up your next powered melee or something like that. And yeah, literally I watched them do a dungeon boss that normally takes me like 10 minutes with 2 other people, and they 2-shot it. It was gross. And because both Titan subspecs that aren't stasis now have shoulder charges that don't consume their energy if they don't hit something. Titans are hyper mobile. It's insane how fast they can get places. Oops. Hold, please. Thank you. Yeah, no kill like overkill. I'm pretty sure it was on the design doc for both Titan subclass reworks. Killing Wind Rangefinder Coriolis Force, huh? With accelerated coils and polygonal. Oh, this bullshit. Fuck that. Nope. It's out. You're done. Go away. Steady Hands Rangefinder Cantata? Ooh. Ooh. I think I found my new Crucible gun. Actually, we probably want Hammerforged too. Hammerforged Accurized Steady Hands Rangefinder. 66 range. And stability will make it basically unflinchable. Yummy. Oh yeah, they also reworked the core stats. Warlock main back in the original, tried Titan and never looked back. See, it's funny because I feel like everybody that plays Destiny has a story like that. Where like I started playing, and when I started playing Destiny, I was coming from World of Warcraft, where I had convinced myself that I was a tank and nothing else. And so I played Titan, pretty much nothing else. And me trying to force myself to play Titan a lot, I think, is what made me take as many breaks from Destiny as I have, because I have taken more than one extended break from playing Destiny. And then I came back and I played Titan, and I kind of was more like cognizant of how I like to play, and so I didn't force myself into this idea that Titan must tank. And then I got onto my Hunter at the start of the season for the Solar reworks, and it was like night and day. I was just in love. Sir, would you please die? Would you please die? Move your fucking invulnerable bullshit. Thank you. This is very difficult to do solo, and I don't like it. See, funny enough, Warlock is the one class that I just refuse to even attempt to have an ult of. Why? What? Why is there so much electric? There's too much Vex milk. Ah! The fuck? Okay, I gotta find the third plate. Oh, of course you go immune right as I throw the knife, you fuck. Fuck you. Get the fuck off my complex. My conflux. Oh shit. Got your number, baby. Yours too. Oh, I don't think we captured the plate. Shit. This is nearly impossible. Hey, Moltres, what's up? Yeah, they are space mages, which is exactly why I don't like them. It's fine. I don't have any issue with them as a thing, TM. I just don't like playing them. Just getting on. Nice, nice. Are you going to be around in about a half hour? Because Pilch will be on and I want to run GMs. Go suffer through the corrupted. And yes, I know you shared your opinion on the corrupted earlier, but I still got to get it done because I want that pulse rifle, baby! I know it's the corrupted. I think we'll manage. I have a theory that Thunderlord is going to be OP. Modifiers? Champs are Overload Unstoppable, if I remember right. All 3 shield types. Supposedly, apparently there's a lot of void shields. And Arc Burn with an additional modifier that the enemies deal additional arc damage and they deal anything that's a knockback does bonus damage. So the boss is going to be an absolute treat. Yeah, one would expect. And I don't know where I think arc shields will show up. So... Oh, I guess the Taken sometimes have arc shields, don't they? Shit. Oh, the Hive Knights, that's right. Okay. Well, I'm bringing my Adept Hothead. And I might bring this too. So I have a Void Overload. The issue is because it's not Barrier, we probably won't have anybody running Arbalest. Unless we feel like we specifically want to bring Arbalest so that we don't have to think about the solar shields at the beginning. Or if somebody wants to bring like a solar overload auto or trace rifle. Retrace path. Poggers. Yeah, so throw an overload mod on that bad boy. Bring, I don't know, whatever you want for, exotic. And then I don't know what numbers and types of champions we're going to be seeing, like where we're going to see a bunch of champions and what type is most valuable. So I guess whatever your favorite of the 3 is, just bring that and we'll adjust if we need to. I would recommend either Stormchaser or Hothead. Hothead, I think, is probably the better play just because she moves a lot and has a very small crit spot. There's potentially a discussion to be had about one of us running Divinity, though, for Overload. That actually could be an idea. Because then I finally got a good servant leader today, so I can do unstop overload with that. And just bring my hothead for damage. Maybe that's a play. Because Divinity would help with the boss a lot, because then you guys can bring linears and just fucking clap her. I know Pilch has a pretty good Stormchaser now, too. And I know for a fact he doesn't have the Adept Hothead. That knife missing the first one and hitting the back one, that's a very task failed successfully. Caliban hand is overpowered. 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 Caliban's hand is overpowered. And I really like the abuse. Oh, I don't have to finish this week anymore because we got enough bright dust just sort of organically from doing shit to get our get my micro mini, which I'm big happy. Just got another retrace path from an engram. Hell yeah, brother. Wait, where the fuck is this? Where did I go? I'm so lost. Oh, I went too far. Whoop. Nope, no I didn't. Oh shit. Oh, hello. High value target neutralized. Actually, what? Oh, that's right. I gotta do this shit. I knew there was something. I never finished the Europa campaign on this guy. So let's go do that, and then we'll get access to the activities that are actually worth doing. Maybe we'll do a run for Cloud Strike. This thing has a handling stat of about -5, and I love it. Yeah, so the knife throw, this is a brand new exotic.
I programmed this challenge especially for her, you know. I'm not shocked she held on to that grudge for more than a millennia.
Not quite hammer fun, but fun nonetheless. Well, I appreciate what? Bungie! Bungo! What the fuck? I'm mad. Malding. But yes, the knife is very fun. The hammer actually had a really OP bonk build earlier in the season. But, like, OP enough that they kind of had to tune it back a little bit. I'll catch it. There we go. I did actually reinstall it to check out the update, and honestly, unless we get a big private server, probably not. I don't know, the problems from the original launch have just left such a sour taste in my mouth. And, like, I've been playing a lot of Ark, And just, like, Ark has its flaws, but there are certain design concepts from Ark that Oasis really could have taken a page out of their book. And I'm worried now that they've actually swung the pendulum back too far the other direction. Because, like, I played for a solid hour and a half and I never even got my Firefly Walker because the way that they've made resource gathering now, I don't know. I know what they want the game to be, but between the fact that Ark exists and while it's not perfect, it is better than Last Oasis. And with Skull and Bones coming out, which is really going to scratch kind of the itch that... Because, like, in all honesty, I miss early Atlas. I miss Atlas when we were optimistic about Atlas. Because Atlas with a little optimism was delightful. It was great. What killed Atlas, for me at least... I'm not going to make that. Shit. Oh, that's right, because that's not where I go. What killed Atlas for me was running into all of these problems, and in particular as, like, we were the #1 largest clan in North America for the PvE official servers. We did everything first. We were big enough that we got to the point where we actually had devs in our Discord to coordinate with us because we were trying to do shit that they had to have servers ready for. And, like, I was pretty high up in the org structure. I got to sit in on a couple of those voice chat meetings. Arkless, yeah. Honestly, probably. I get why they released it as a separate game, because it was technically done by a new studio, just using the same engine. Yada, yada, yada. Atlas was mishandled 100%, and that's kind of my whole thing, right? Like, that's what makes me sad about Atlas, is that Atlas had potential, man. It had potential. They did so many things right with, like, the treasure map system and shit, giving you things to go do with all of your friends, unlike Ark, where it's like, okay, well, we got all the dinos we wanted, so now what? And, like, the sailing was super fun and well designed, and all of that kind of stuff. And that's the part that I miss, is, like, early in sort of the Atlas lifespan, as it was, when we were full of optimism and hope about the game. And like I said, that had Atlas been handled nicely, Atlas probably would have been... I mean, as it was, I put 700 hours into that game. So, I mean, either I make really bad choices, or I was having a lot of fun at one point. Like, that was entirely a thing. And I think the fact that I was having fun doesn't dilute the fact that they mishandled it pretty impressively. And so that's kind of where my headspace is at with that. So anyways, Skull and Bones looks like it will kind of scratch that itch a little bit. And, like, I'm not gonna pay full price for Skull and Bones at off the hop. Like, I'm gonna sign up for Uplay Plus for a month and play it for $15. And if at the end of that month I feel like it's worth my money, then I'll probably buy it, because I'm not paying Uplay Plus every month to play one game. All of that is to say that Last Oasis doesn't fit a niche anymore. Yeah, the age thing was kind of stupid. We did actually find the Fountain of Youth. Like, we figured out how to de-age our characters. And it was a colossal pain in the ass to get to. And this was on a PvE server where once we were like, hey, we think we might know where this is, literally the entire server was like, okay, let's go get it. And, like, I think Atlas, realistically, they should have leaned into the PvE aspect a little bit harder. And Last Oasis too. I think Last Oasis should have leaned into the PvE a little bit harder, but they've pivoted it so hard the other direction in their attempts to still, like, force organic PvP, I guess. And, like, the problem is that they went in weirdly optimistic about how much, like, the PvP scene would basically clean itself up. Which, I mean, that was laughable right from the start. And everybody told them as much. Like, literally every reviewer was like, your fan base is going to get toxic and there ain't shit you can do about it. And it got toxic. They chased off everybody because there really wasn't anything else to do. And, like, the way the quality system worked is it absolutely screwed people who weren't part of the biggest Zerg. Yeah, I saw the This Game Sucks dev blog, because that was... I mean, it wasn't even so much a dev blog as, like, a letter from the producer. And he's like, I don't want to play my own game, so we're going to change it. And I'm like, okay, but stop. Like, I get that, like, one of the principles of game design is make the game you want to play, and that's fine. I understand that. But there comes a point where you have to be like, what's the game that other people are playing, and what do I need to steal from that to make my game awesome? And I'm in this really awkward position, sort of, you know, myself, where I don't get what Last Oasis thinks they're going to achieve with this update. I really don't, because they went from it feeling like a fucking cliff wall difficulty curve to a sooner cliff wall, I guess. Yeah, which all of that is fine. Like, that in and of itself, I don't think is the problem. The problem is that they're so hung up on this idea of organic PvP that they fail to see what the point of PvE is. PvE is supposed to be for PvE. It's supposed to be for people like me that don't really love PvP stuff, but I'll do it if I have to have something to do. Give me PvE servers and don't make it... Like, right now, bye, Will. Thank you for being here. I love you. I love you. Yeah. No, and that's, I mean, honestly, it needs to be optional. And the problem is that they have PvE tiles, but they punish you for being on the PvE tiles. And that right there, that's what killed it for me, because I didn't realize that until well after, honestly. Or not well after, but until, like, a while after I had kind of started. And it killed any interest that I had, because I'm like, well, if I'm going to be punished for not wanting to get my shit kicked in and not really wanting to join a clan to protect my shit, then fuck this, I'm out. You have created your scuffed GM loadout. All right, I'm going to critique you on stream, Ultras. This is a public criticism. Graviton forfeit, I like. Full Invis Hunter, good. Osteo for overload, retraced. Those are both overload weapons. So you might want to do something other than Osteo. Or something other than retraced. I'm trying to... Okay, I gotta remember exactly what... So it is overload unstoppable. So... You either need to put on a scout rifle for unstop, which if you still want to run an exotic in the primary, it's basically just DMT. Or you need to run a glaive instead of retraced. Or you could run... Oh, no, but you've already got Osteo on. So if you want to keep Osteo, your choice is pretty much a glaive in that slot, as much as that sucks. I will most likely run... Honestly, I'm thinking Divinity. Because I think Divinity is going to have a shitload of potential. Where is my... I have a 1570 bait. That one's tac mag. That one's appended mag. I like tac mag more. Make Divinity 1570. It does mean that I only will have Arc, because I'm not going to run Solar sub-spec. Yeah, no, Dublin 100%. That's exactly it. Let me, and like, keep the burn. The burn mechanic was good. I don't understand why they felt the need to get rid of the burn mechanic, because I liked the burn mechanic, because the whole thing with it that made it unique was this concept of being nomadic. You don't really want to put down roots. You invest into your walkers and not your base. Like permanent bases, the fact that your base just burns, honestly, I don't think that's the worst thing, because it encourages small bases and cool walkers. And the really cool walkers were so much work to build that you basically needed a clan to do it, and that encourages cooperation. Yeah, the burn was the whole point. It forced you to, because again, it puts the focus. What Last Oasis does that is unique is the walkers, and the walkers were super cool. That's what got me to buy the game in the first place. So it centered the gameplay on the walkers, and like this module bullshit that they're doing, like, again, I kind of get it as like a technical way to restrict the super ridiculous walker builds that we were seeing. And it because you need to farm PvE content to get better quality walkers, to get more modules so that you can farm better PvE content, there needs to be, the barrier to entry is too high as it stands right now. And that was my problem when I was playing it, is that like I wanted to build my little Firefly, which took me all of like 30 minutes the last time I played, and use my little Firefly to go run around and hunt Rupu camps, because I could cook water with me. I like, it was a base, basically. It was my first base. I had storage, I had water, I had, you know, spare set of gear, all of this kind of shit. Totally cool, right? That was good. The issue is that in order to even get the fucking legs built, you had to find blueprints, and you had to find shit that you could only get from the Rupu camps. And they push really hard in the intro to get you to build a little sand base. And I'm like, this is not what this game is. Like, push me into building my Firefly. Push me towards building a dinghy. Like, sure, maybe I should be able to build a gray, like a shit quality of every walker I have access to, right? Resources should be the gate, and maybe player levels, because they still had character levels. Don't force me to go do content, quote unquote, the wrong way for the way your game is designed so that I can play your game. Stop it. That's not good. Refocus back on the walkers. Yeah, no, and the blueprints drop. And like the fact that I need an armor set blueprint to craft a piece of armor, and each piece of armor requires an armor set blueprint, and like an axe that lasts for more than 6 trees is a blueprint. But then when that axe breaks, it disappears. I can't repair it. I have to get another blueprint for a better axe, or I'm screwed. I'm stuck with the shitty axe again. Like, what the fuck? It's such piss poor design. Anyways, I'm very upset because I wanted to go back to Last Oasis. I really did. I looked into it. I dug into it pretty hard. I considered it. And I spent an hour and I was like, I'm not having fun. And I'm too old to play games where I'm not having fun, honestly. Like, Pilsh and I have been playing Terraria. I was telling Will about this earlier. Pilsh bought me Terraria because he wanted to play. And Terraria's fun. Like, I don't have to worry about food and water. I can go cave diving. If I get the shit kicked out of me, I lose my money and that's it. And I can just go pick it back up. Yeah, even like the engram system wasn't perfect, but it was better than the goddamn blueprints. Make it so that, like, I don't know, like a research system or something like that. Like, I mean, I'm not a game designer. That's not my calling. I'm a streamer. I'm a small streamer. My opinion obviously doesn't matter for much. I just think you need to figure out what your game's capital T thing is. Every game has a thing. Destiny's thing is space magic, right? If I don't feel like a space wizard on every single class, they're doing something wrong. And even the guns feel very space wizard, like trace rifles and assault rifles that make people explode if you get a headshot, and throwing knives that magically appear in my hand and make things explode. Like, it's very Space Wizard bullshit, and I'm 100% here for it. Ark's thing is the dinosaurs, and Ark nails the dinosaurs. Nothing else in that game is good. Like, let me emphasize that without heavy modding and massive server setting changes, the Ark is not good fundamentally, but they fucking kill it on the dinosaurs, and that makes Ark fun. The issue that Ark has is longevity, is because the quote-unquote end game for Ark is built around massive groups of people, and that is not okay. That's what kills Ark for me. And so I go back to Ark like once a year-ish. We play a server until we're at the point where we're like, okay, we've collected all the fun shit. Now we theoretically are supposed to go do bosses. Like, I guess that's it. We're done. Ark would have been absolutely DOA without modders. Even like Atlas, the shipbuilding was jank, but it was still at least entertaining. And again, I have to stress that I only played on PvE servers for Atlas, okay? And I played in a very big clan. And like high up in the leadership of said big clan, like I was the quartermaster. I handled a lot of this shit. Atlas PvE was super good. Atlas PvP sucked ass. But Atlas PvE, the janky shipbuilding was fun because the jank was around, can I one-shot a ghost ship? And that was the whole thing. Like, it was just how weird can I build this ship so that I can literally just fire once and something dies? And that was a lot of fun. And like taking out our janky fleets and going and hunting ships for treasure maps, and then you take the treasure maps to get higher quality blueprints, and then the blueprint is fucking reusable. Like, that's my thing. Even if they make it so that in Last Oasis the blueprints aren't learned items, it should just be reusable, and maybe make higher quality blueprints rarer. And like if I get a duplicate blueprint, it's like, oh shoot, I got a duplicate, I don't really need this. But then if you're going to do that, give me a way to target. Like, have different styles of Rupu camps. Like, oh, look, this one's got a target dummy out front. They will typically have armor blueprints because there's armor on the target dummies. And hey, these Rupus built a camp inside a wrecked walker. They'll typically have blueprints for walker parts. That sort of a thing where like I can kind of control what I want to spend my time on. That player agency, that's big. It's huge in this kind of a game. Go that route, and all of a sudden I'm having fun again, because I can sit down at my computer. I can say, you know what? I got really good blueprints for the legs on my walker the other day, but I'd really like to build a bigger walker. I want to build a stiletto. So I need to go find some tier 3 Rupu camps now that I have better stuff on my dinghy, and I need to go farm for stiletto blueprints. That's just it. Well, and that's the thing. And like Sea of Thieves, so the part of Sea of Thieves that they get right about open world PvP with loss, and I would arguably lump Tarkov into this category as well, because they both kind of do it the same way. The part of it that they nail is the risk reward equation. Because in Sea of Thieves, it's relatively easy to get a bit of loot, get to an outpost, turn it all in. Get a bit of loot, get to an outpost, turn it all in, right? In Tarkov, you can rat super fucking hard, get out with some loot, make a bit of money, do it again. Run shitty kits, right? Or you can choose to go all in, right? You clear like 3 forts on Sea of Thieves. You've done like 6 maps. Your boat's literally just like full to the nines with treasure. And maybe you get it all back and you get a massive haul and you make a bunch of money. And if you're a content creator, it's good content because you're out there with a ton of shit on your boat. Or in Tarkov, you spend a bunch of money, you get a super juiced up Chad kit, and you go and try and you fight some people. You have that choice. Last Oasis isn't giving you the choice now. It's not. It's entirely up to a roll of the dice whether or not I have a good day. And that's fine to a degree, but I should still be able to control what kind of a bad day I have. Right? And like Atlas kind of had that because Atlas had the treasure maps, and the treasure maps at least gave you something to just go and work on, right? So if I don't want to PvP and I want to play PvE, Atlas PvE was a lot of fun because I could go build myself a ship. I could go farm ghost ships. I could bring back a bunch of treasure maps, and then I could take a bunch of people with me, do the treasure map, get good shit, and then we could go and lose all of that shit fighting on the end tier islands. And it was a lot of fun. Like, you invest the time to make that stuff fun. And Last Oasis just doesn't, it doesn't feel like it has the ability to sort of pick a task and invest into it, right? Because I can't target farm blueprints. And when I get a blueprint, like if I want to put better legs on my walker, I need 2 blueprints. I can't build both legs off of 1 blueprint. And so it feels hollow. The rewards feel hollow because it's like, oh, great, I got one of these. Now I guess I gotta figure out how to get another one. And it doesn't have it. It's not, yeah. Anyways, we should be getting Pilshire right away. Moltres said he might not be able to be in VC. Moltres, I don't know if you're still watching. If you're still here, can you be in VC and just not talk? Like, can you hear, or do you have speakers? Yeah, I mean, even without that calculation for Last Oasis, it's as much about like, gosh, what's the dice going to give me for all of my effort? And it's frustrating. So that's my rant. Probably listen to stream. I don't love that plan because you're like 3 seconds delayed. So if there's shit going down, if you can't be in VC, it's fine. We'll figure it out. But yeah, and it shouldn't be, because like the whole thing is that we're, you know, it's not a full 15-second delay. I've reduced it from that, thankfully. It's like 3 to 6 seconds now. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just, but yeah, like Last Oasis in my mind should have been PvE. It should not have been a PvP game. Like, include a dueling system so that I can duel my friends if we want, because the combat system is fun. Like the foot combat system is fun, but again, the whole point is supposed to be the walkers. And so why do you feel the need for walkers to be PvP oriented? Why do you feel the need for PvE to be PvP oriented? Like, yeah, no, and that's entirely it. Because I feel like I've talked about all of the reasons until I'm blue in the face, and that's fine. I just, the game as a strictly PvE game, because honestly, what I envision them having to do if they want to try and save the game, and this is entirely my opinion as an industry outsider and a very casual streamer and sort of as an observer. My general opinion, they're going to have to pull a Final Fantasy 14, and they're going to have to essentially shelve the game for a little bit, rework it from the ground up as a strictly PvE game. Aim it at PvE only. Give us the Rupus, give us the big cats, give us Rupus riding the big cats, give us fucking sandworms, put a goddamn Tarrasque in there. I don't give a shit. Make it about the PvE and make that the point. And all of a sudden, I guarantee you they're going to see a big resurgence in that game. Because I don't foresee any of the issue is that they've alienated both sides of the fence. They pissed off all of the people who didn't like the original PvP system, to the point where I doubt any of them will ever touch it again without being paid to. And then now with this PvE change, they've pissed off the people who stuck around, because the people who stuck around liked the inherent toxicity of the old system. And it just, I think they've killed it. I think they've shot themselves in the foot, and I think they've killed the game. And it does, I mean, it makes me a little bit sad, because there's a lot of hard work that's got into it, and there's a lot of people that have worked on that, and I'm not pretending otherwise. I don't think they've thought it through. yeah, again, from the outside looking in, it comes across as this very sort of like iron grip dictatorship kind of thing, where there's this one person that has this one very specific idea, and everybody else just has to make that happen. And I don't think that's healthy for the game long term. I really don't.
Checking.
Oh, I should make sure.
Just a title. It's a promise.
Breathe, Guardian. It's busy.
This needs to be Unstoppable Scout. And put one of those on. Kind of want to switch this. I don't have any arc pieces. We're going to switch that to arc. I need an upgrade module.
You're famous, Nard.
Well, and that's just it. Like,
What cipher is
yeah.
this?
The list of problems, I think, is longer than they can fix within a letter from the editor and a big patch. It just... I think without a major reimagining, it's not going anywhere. Yep. Well, and it's not even that there was zero casual draw. It was inherently toxic to casuals. Like, it's one thing for the casuals to just kind of not be interested. It's an entire another thing for the game to be intrinsically anti-casual.
You don't look too banged up.
Like, Destiny in a lot of ways is not exactly friendly to casuals, but it's also not aggressively anti-casual. You have the option of playing casual, you're just not going to get to see a lot of the game. So yeah.
Guardian.
I mean, from a very selfish standpoint, it's kind of a shame I won't ever be able to get a refund for that game. But let's make, actually, for Arc, we're specifically going to be using the arms. So let's make the arms Arc.
This is Holiday's top priority.
Oh.
Solve the problem.
Remove all equip mods.
Good for you.
Okay.
I can work with this.
We're at 100 resilience, so we're going to put recovery on there.
Excuse me.
Unstoppable Scout. And what do we have? Causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown. Melee energy. That doesn't help me at all. So your super causes nearby allies to become charged with
Blue
light.
skies, dancing guardians, usual.
Do I have powerful friends? Those are war minds. War mind. Reactive pulse. While charged with light. Become charged with light.
All runs together, doesn't it? Maybe just me.
Honestly, I'd expect all of them. I remember that because I looked into setting up a private server and I couldn't believe that they wanted to charge per tile. I was blown away.
It doesn't have to be maneuverable. It's just a bomb.
Charges light. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'll put that on. Precision charge is good because we're going to be running a scout.
All runs together, doesn't it? Maybe just me.
Range for a reduced energy cost. That is fine.
I can work with this.
This needs to be trace ammo finders, which are thankfully seasoned single cost mods.
What the?
Did you miss that run in the Crucible?
I told her this wasn't done.
Ah, shall we begin then? There's no data like encrypted data, I always say.
This tower certainly smells different.
Okay. Finisher, matching energy type,
I never
picking up an elemental
to see
well.
darkness return.
That one's got radiant light on it. Oh my god, come on.
Guardian,
Charge
what
with
puzzles
light.
do you bear?
Solar elemental well, explosive damage on solar well. One additional stack of charge with light. Precision charge. And what can we fit on here, huh?
I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return.
Some of these files are older than the city itself. But that can't be right.
I feel like this needs to be.
Ah, shall we begin then?
So who won? Don't get burned. Come check out the inventory.
Boop, boop, boop. Dark.
Show them that they can't mess with us.
Okay. That. 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 And what do we got? Green. Use a mailing ability. Fusion rifle, shotgun, sidearm, SMG. Nope.
Did you? No. You've been there a while. Yeah.
Ah, this is the one I wanted.
Show them that they can't mess with
Take
us.
that off. Put this on.
It doesn't have to be.
And then we're
vulnerable.
Gucci.
Bomb.
Dodging restores melee. All right.
Should hit them now.
Let's fucking go. We got to build, boys.
Orders are all
They
wrong.
won't like this.
Call the boss.
Okay.
These orders
Handling?
are all wrong. Call the boss.
Show them that they can't mess with us.
Sounds good, Dublin. Good chat so far, by the way.
I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return.
Pill should be on like any minute now, hopefully, Moltres. So I don't know if you want to jump in. I'm just going to chill until he gets here. What else? We maybe run Night Ranger. Shinobu. Nope. 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 Ride and Flux would be the other one, but I'm actually kind of wanting to run it specifically for the Deflect. Raiju's Harness would be the other one. Do I have a Raiju's? I do. 1564. So to be infused. Could also use Lucky Raspberry. I have a good Lucky Raspberry. Please tell me you can infuse that Enigma. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a second. I'm gonna deal with something. With any luck, Pill should be here by the time I get back. So, 2 seconds. Okay. Be back. No pill shit. Basically just sitting here second guessing my subclass. Bolt. That is a good idea, sir. Let's go do a little bonfire. Do I have leaves? I should have a bunch. Oh yeah, capped on leaves. Bonfire bash it is. What the fuck? Why did they add all the modifiers? But they made it harder. Ultras. Were people complaining that it was too easy? It's, oh, fuck. Why? I don't remember. What was the perk in Call of Duty that you dropped a grenade when you died? I'm wanting to use it as like a reference point.
Heads up, someone's trying to rain on our parade. I ain't having that. Send them packing and light that fire. Take it, incoming. Our bonfire won't grow as long as they're sapping all of its energy. You best put a stop to them. We've got company. But I bet their ordnance would make for some good lighter fuel.
Falling.
Toss it onto the fire. Signals in the area. Must be drawn to the fire. You gotta handle them or this party's over.
Whoop.
Well, that's all of the taken. And there's more fuel for the fire. Right on time. You know what to do.
God, I've gotten so accustomed to just having my knife on demand that it's weird not having the throwing knife literally anytime I want one. How much I love Lightning Weave. Whoop. I love that a not insubstantial portion of the hunter's like self-buff capabilities is just centered around making weapons feel better.
being drawn in again, like moths to the flame. Time to snuff them out. Woo, that was bad.
Sir?
Well, that's all of the taken. And there's more fuel for the fire, right on time. You know what to do.
Jukey ass bitch.
Good news and bad news. Fire's big and tall, but so's our newest visitor. Cut him down to size and throw those leaves on the fire.
Okay.
Every fire burns out eventually.
Blight Ranger is the
Took me
wrong
a
pick
while
for
to
this.
realize it, but that's what
Glad we
makes it
tested it.
beautiful. I guess that's what Solstice is all about.
Still hang on to Blight Ranger because I can smell the Arc PvP shenanigans with it. I'm gonna go try Lucky Raspberry. Nope. Bonk. Bonk. Oh my god, I got 3 fucking arms from that. Eh. Don't shoot me. Stop it. Bad Moltres. Okay. I need enhancement cores. Oh, off to the tower. Away we go. Clean up my inventory a little.
Yes. Check, check, check.
Saving up money for an ever.
Hello?
I have ideas already.
Hey, it's Sir Gimpy himself.
Gimpy.
Gimpy.
I do enjoy our visits.
Moltres will be joining us, but he won't be in voice. He does
Back
have
from
the
the
stream
hunt, I
open,
see.
so he'll be hearing things just slightly delayed.
Okay.
But
How's that gonna work?
Are well
I don't know.
encrypted
We'll find
even
out.
To themselves.
Okay.
thankfully, he tends to play pretty safe, so I'm not super worried about him not being able to hear.
Yeah.
Give a little joy. Get a little joy.
This war is a complicated algorithm, to be certain.
Okay, let me get us back to orbit.
What's the landfall?
It's the corrupted, the one with the the one from Malfeasance.
It's not helpful.
The Techian, Tech Witch, who's been taken. You have to throw the ball at the bitch.
Ugh. Oh.
So it's that one. And it's an arc burn with overload unstop. So bring your
No
storm chaser.
barriers.
No barrier. But all 3 shield types. So we figure it's gonna be the solar shields will be all the scorn at the very beginning. And then it should be all void and arc from there. Moltres is running Osteo and the Enigma with Unstoppable. Once he infuses the Enigma, and Bill's whole computer froze. I love those hard crash on launch days with Destiny. This.
what the fuck that was about.
That sounds delightful.
It's froze everything. I couldn't alt tab, I couldn't hear you, I couldn't do anything.
Delightful.
I think I've ever had that happen. Wow,
Yeah,
in a long time.
that's really only happened to me once, I think. Yeah, anyways, Moltres is running Osteo and a Glaive for Overload Unstop. I'm running a Scout Rifle and Divinity for Unstop Overload.
So is it just Unstop and Overload?
Yeah. We don't have anything solar. I do recommend bringing a Arc Heavy, ideally a Storm Chaser. And if you want to bring something solar, just so that we can pop those shields.
The fuck is going on? Now Destiny won't like launch.
Weird.
It's the first time. Let's see if it launches now. It's like not even coming up in my task manager.
Very weird.
It is in my background processes. Okay, well, I'm gonna force close it.
Alright.
Then, no, I didn't want to fucking start it again.
God, what
I
a
guess I'll verify my file. I don't fucking know.
what a day.
Oh, this is gonna take for fucking ever.
Oh, it's just one of those days, huh?
Yes. Okay, well, I'll be back in like 5 minutes because it's only at 6%. So if you guys want to do something.
Yeah.
But I'll be back.
Okay. All right. Let's go do another bonfire.
Heads up, someone's trying to rain on our parade. I ain't having that. Send them packing and light that fire. Take it, incoming. Our bonfire won't grow as long as they're sapping all of its energy. You best put a stop to them. We've got company, but I bet their ordnance would make for some good lighter fuel. Toss it onto the fire. I'm picking up more taken signals in the area. Must be drawn to the fire. We gotta handle them or this party's over.
I don't know why I'm bothering at this point. It's going to be done by the time I get over there.
Guardian down.
Or not.
Nice work, but we got more hostiles on the way. Let's get to it, Guardian.
Lightly hairy for a second there.
Guardian down.
R.I.P. Moltres. Oh, good. That did actually.
We've got a Additional taken inbound. Find him and force him off this island.
We're at 40%.
Nice work, but we got more hostiles on the way. Let's get to it, Guardian.
Yup. So besides your attempt to snap your arm in half, how was work? What's going on?
It's just yeah. We got softball, and we got senior league, and we got t-ball, and we got volleyball. So, there's a lot of stuff going on at once. Everybody's bitching, you know.
Yep. You try to do a little bit for everyone, which ends up being not enough for anyone. Hate Hive Wizards and Fallen Captains. Stop making enemies that run and fucking hide.
Yep.
Are burning hot, Guardian. Now take out that last ugly so we can toss in the leaves and enjoy the fire. But you did it. I guess nothing worth having comes easy. But that's why we have to celebrate what we got. Enjoy the bonfire.
So much bullshit. Bum 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 bum. So I didn't know this, but the max total stat roll for legendary armor apparently is only 68.
Only 68?
Yeah. For legendary, exotics can go higher.
Right. Pretty sure I've seen people with like 90, like 4+ legendary armor stat rolls, so
Not base. You can
Like-
get there. So like my arms right now, if you inspect them, are 102. And so that's plus 10 from a recovery mod.
yeah, and then
Plus-
12.
12 from masterworking and plus 20 from radiant light.
Radiant light.
Yeah, it's an arc mod that gives plus 20 strength.
Mm.
So there's some bullshit like that that you can pull off. Oh, okay. How's it coming?
70.
Nice.
I take that back. 68.
Hmm. Oh, so I have officially quit watching the Resident Evil show on Netflix.
Oh. Why?
There's an episode where the main character just makes the stupidest fucking decision, and it pissed me off so much that I can't watch the show anymore.
Oh.
Because she's supposed to be like unusually smart. I'm like, yeah, about that.
I see.
Hmm. Oh. Oh, good. Moltra's infused.
Huh?
His glaive was super low. He hadn't infused it yet.
I'm still probably gonna use solar.
Okay. That'll be good for the solar shields in the opener. He's running Void and I'm running Arc, so we got coverage. Oh, did I tell you I read a theory the other day about the final shape that made me happy? Or saw it, I should say, in a video.
Theory.
Yep. The final
Yeah.
shape is Taniks the Guardian.
Annex.
Yep. Taniks is back again, and this time he's the final shape of Light and Dark.
Taniks isn't like Taniks from the bitch we froze?
In Deepstone?
Yeah.
No. You're
Oh,
thinking
Taniks.
Taniks. Yeah. Taniks
Like
the
boss
Taniks.
from, yeah, Taniks from Deepstone.
Yeah, you understand that this dude's got a history, right?
I don't know much about Destiny lore.
Okay. Taniks the Scarred is found on the moon in Destiny 1. Taniks then reappears as Taniks Perfected, enhanced by Siva, and serves as the final boss of the Shadow Thief in Destiny 1. Then Taniks Reborn is
the boss in Deepstone.
is the boss in Deepstone. Well, he shows up first, like he shows up multiple times in Deepstone, because then we kill Taniks the Abomination, who's the actual final boss.
Oh. Okay. You really think it's gonna be him?
No, but that's the joke.
Oh.
Because it's always
He
Taniks.
just keeps coming back, yeah.
Yep. I want to see pictures of Taniks Perfected. Neat. So, Bright Dust Sparrow this week is the Micro Mini,
Oh yeah.
which I managed to get enough Bright Dust to acquire. Bright Dust Sparrow next week is Crab.
I thought it was the Mario Kart.
That's the week after is the Quadricycle.
%. Why is it taking so long? I don't know what's wrong.
You're okay. I'm just chilling. Drinking some lemonade, you know?
One files failed to validate and will be reacquired.
Well, there you go. That's good news.
If it would have said none, I would have been pissed.
Yup.
Okay, let's try to launch this stupid game.
Yup.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh my god.
To play.
Ooh. The Firebird ship from the seasonal pack is going to be in Bright Dust week 13.
There you go. Oh, good. Verifying content on the Destiny page now. What the fuck?
Wow.
That's what it looks like. I got a phone call. I don't. Wait. Do I have a phone call? I have a phone call.
Okay. The fuck? Jeez. We're due for another Twitch Prime pack soon. Do. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thrilling content. It's exactly the thing that you guys want to see.
God, I love technology.
It's so great, isn't it?
Fucking 6%. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna go fucking shower.
All right.
I guess. I don't fucking know. Might as well just chalk this up to not doing this tonight.
Apparently, I don't know when I'm going to get the GM done, but because Hedgie's out all week.
Figure it out.
Yar.
Oh, sorry. I'll be back when I'm done in the shower.
You're all good. Enjoy your shower.
Alright.
I think we're just gonna call it. Can't get it. And on that note, I think we're gonna call it for the stream too. So, everybody that showed up tonight and chatted, you guys are the best. Everybody that sees this later, click the like and sub, and I appreciate all of you. Have a fantastic couple of days, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye.